But anyway, I'm heading home. I need a break. I am looking so forward to going on vacation. I know everything's broken, but I'm going on vacation. Oh, man. All right, it is Tuesday morning, or afternoon, really. We're in Tucumcari, New Mexico. We loaded over in Whiteman Air Force Base, Missouri, yesterday morning. We picked up a little jet engine. Before we go outside, take a look at it. And everybody makes a comment of, because it was just a little jet engine, of why don't I get something else to put with the load. Let's see here. I wanted to read this. It's a military shipment here, and the military paid for what they call exclusive use, meaning that's the only thing they want on the trailer. So they paid exclusive use of vehicle. Do not trip lease or tender any other freight with this shipment. So that is why this little jet engine is traveling by itself. Companies will do that. Besides the military, companies will do that. They'll pay for exclusive use. Two things. It makes it a full trailer load, and usually it gets it from point A to B a little bit faster. An LTL load will usually give you a little bit of a leeway, an extra day or two to find something to go with it. The other thing too is with the exclusive use, they don't want anything else on the trailer that could damage their product. So that's another reason why a company will pay for exclusive use. So, but it only weighs 1,300 pounds. I loaded it right on the front of the trailer. It's really windy outside, but we'll take the GoPro, go outside, take a look at it. I had to tarp it. Wasn't too crazy. It was pretty easy. From right here, we got about 250 miles down to Alamogordo. We're going over to Holland Air Force Base for tomorrow. And then from there, we're just going to deadhead home and go on vacation. So definitely looking forward to that. All right, let's go outside, take a look. Okay, let's take a quick look at what we got. We're at the Flying J in Tucumcari. Hang on, let me scroll around here. You guys can see. There's the Flying J. And I-40, if you can see it. Anyway, I-40 would be right there. We're going that way, which would be west. So pretty mountains in the background. So there's our little baby jet engine. This is a engine for a T-38, which is a little trainer plane that the Air Force has used for a long time. They've used it for a really long time because my dad was a pilot and he trained on the little T-38. So anyway, Dad, that's what the T-38 motor looks like, all tarped up. It's on a cradle like those other ones. So there's a cradle right there, and then the little motor sitting up there. The whole thing only weighs 1,300 pounds. So we used the tarp, and instead of balling up the tarp on the back of the trailer, I just laid it all out, put a strap over it. It's riding pretty good. So truck and trailer's doing good. There, I don't know if you guys can see it. I-40 is way out there. So we got about 60-70 miles till we get to Highway 54 over in Santa Rosa, and then we're gonna run 54 down to Vaughn, and then over all the way down to Alamogordo. So I thought once we get to Vaughn, we'll do some road footage. It's real pretty on the back roads through New Mexico, so should get some real nice footage. So anyway, all right, let's get going. I'll talk to you later. All right, we're over here in Vaughn, New Mexico. We got some issues. The throwout bearing on the clutch has decided to go out. It actually happened early this morning and started making a bunch of noise. When I stopped over in Tucumcari, it started making worse noise when I was leaving, so I stopped. I crawled under the truck, pulled the inspection plate off, and it's a mess. There's all kinds of metal coming out of there. I called my mechanic, and then I went to a local shop and kind of got like a third opinion, and he looked at it, and the general consensus is I think I can make it home. I would rather try to get home than pay extra to get it fixed out here. So I made the decision to go ahead and try to get this home, or get it unloaded. I need to get the Air Force back their jet engine. So we're going to try to get that tomorrow. Worst case is I'll lose the clutch pedal. I don't think I'm going to lose the clutch. I'll just lose the clutch pedal, float gears. The only thing is, as long as it doesn't break before I get the Holloman, because I know I have to back up to a dock when I get the Holloman. That's how they unload these engines. So hopefully we'll keep our fingers crossed. All right, let's see. Let me turn you around here. You guys can see what Vaughn looks like here. It's a little tiny truck stop. That's Highway 54 right there. We're gonna run down 54 down to Alamogordo. We've got about 150 miles. So it's a little, looks like it might be a little stormy outside. So that could make, I don't know if you guys can see the dark clouds over that way. So that could make for some nice scenery. So hopefully, if you don't want to watch the scenery, skip forward a couple minutes. When we get to Alamogordo, if weather permitting, I'll crawl underneath the trailer or the truck, try to show you guys what's wrong. And but I don't want to do it here. It's a dirt lot right here, and I wasn't in the mood when I was over in Tucumcari. So I'll see you guys. I'll do a little bit of road footage, and then I'll see you guys when we get down to Alamogordo. Talk to you in a bit. We made it down here to Alamogordo. You know, on time-wise, we did pretty good. We drove 591 miles in 9 hours and 50 minutes. Our clutch is holding together, but things went from bad to worse. The alternator on the truck went out. So I now have the generator. I had to stop, turn the generator on so it would charge the truck. So generator's running right now. So that little baby alternator on the generator is running everything. So I know it's struggling. But they had, it looks like they had a rain shower here not too long ago. And I really don't want to crawl out there in the ground. But if you guys can hear this, there's the clutch pedal there. All right, you ready? You hear that? So the bearing on there is gone. So hopefully we can make it home. Let me turn this truck off because I wanted to show you or let you guys hear that. Oh, hang on, before we turn it off, let me cool it off, turn the engine fan on for a little bit. From right here, we got about 15-16 miles to go deliver our jet engine. And then we got about 280 miles to the house. There is a Peterbilt dealer across the street from the TA in Las Cruces, New Mexico. So we might see if we can get an alternator tomorrow. If not, if this whole generator thing kind of works for a while, then we'll just do this till we get home. But we are definitely limping home. So I'm letting the engine cool off just a little bit more. Hang on one second. All right, we got the engine off. Oh man, just one of those days. I haven't had one of these days in a long time, which is everything just wants to break. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, no, I wanted to see if I can make it down here, because if I couldn't make it down here, Mercer would have had to repower this load, which means they have to find another truck to hook up to my trailer that they could deliver my load, and then I'd have to find my trailer or pay the guy to bring my trailer back, and you know, that costs me money to have somebody repower the load. So I guess, you know, take a chance, see if I can make it. But we're pretty close right now, so we should be all right. But that's kind of what I wanted to do. But anyway, I'm heading home. I need a break. I am looking so forward to going on vacation. I know everything's broken, but I'm going on vacation. Oh, man. All right, that's it for today. I hope it all comes out on this video, but we'll see how it goes. All right, that's it for today.
All right, good morning. It's Wednesday morning. We're gonna go try and deliver our load. I am gonna crawl under the truck and show you guys what's going on, since it's a little dry and not so wet out here. So I got my handy dandy light. I'll do my best to get a shot. So let me crawl under the truck and show you what is going on, and then I'll start the truck and show you what it looks like when it's all rattling around in there. So let me crawl on the truck and talk to you in a bit. Okay, I got my handy dandy light. So first off, I think this is the root of our problem right here. This is supposed to be the grease fitting that greases the throwout bearing. So the problem is, let me see if I can do this here. I'm gonna try to do this. The problem is the bearing that is inside this right here. You see that moving around like that? Hopefully you guys can see that. That shouldn't be moving around like that. So pretty much all the guts inside there are gone, and that's what we're trying to get home with. So I took the cover off yesterday right here, and then I noticed that this line, this grease fitting is supposed to go up in there like that, and as you can see, it wasn't. So on the old Peterbilt, I had a grease fitting installed that came down and hung down here, and I believe that's what I'm going to do. I've already talked to Sam, my mechanic, and I believe that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start the truck, and you guys can see that thing rattling around in there. And Okay, so our other issue is the alternator on the truck is not putting out anymore. So I've been using, or yesterday I used the generator, the little baby alternator on the generator to charge the batteries. We're gonna do the same thing again today. I called Peterbilt in Las Cruces about an alternator. They want $400 for the alternator. I called Peterbilt in Tucson, where I usually get my parts. I get an alternator for $120 in Tucson. So I'm gonna make it as far as I can. I called Teresa. I said, worst case scenario, you have to come and bring me the alternator. That'll still be cheaper than me buying it in Las Cruces. So anyway, all right, let's get ready for today, start our day, and I'll talk to you later. All right, welcome to Arizona. We made it to Arizona. We're in the rest area here at the Welcome Center on I-10. We got unloaded. So far, truck's holding up. We are running the little generator. I don't know if you guys can see it in the background. I don't know if it'll show up in the camera, but we're in what they call the monsoon seasons out here, and you can see the rain. You can actually see where the rain's coming down out there, and you see how it's a little bit brighter over here, so there's no rain over here. But we got unloaded. It went pretty good. Let me get out of the road here. I don't want to get too close to the truck. I don't want to turn the truck off. And I got the generator running because I still have no alternator on the truck. So I got the generator running, charging the batteries while I'm driving down the road. So we'll come over here and take a look. So I know it's a little noisy, but so you can hear. So generator still putting along. Truck's running. Let's go over here. I'll open the door here. Let's see. You can. So I didn't even know if there's anything left in there, but we got an hour and a half. Let me get up in the truck. Hang on. All right, it's a little better. We got an hour and a half to the house. And it is, I think it's 1 o'clock here, so we'll be home. No, it might be 2 o'clock here. I don't know what time zone it is. Let's see. So anyway, we'll be home about an hour and a half. I don't know if I'm going to run to Tucson. I think I told you guys earlier this morning. I called Peterbilt in Las Cruces. They had an alternator. They wanted $400 for that alternator. I called Peterbilt in Tucson, and they want $120 for an alternator. So that's why I'm trying to make it home with what we got, because I'm going to get a cheaper alternator. So anyway, all right, let's get going. We got about an hour and a half. I think we're going to make it. So, all right, talk to you in a bit.